Quail eggs versus chicken eggs, profit per square foot, and why small space farmers are rethinking poultry. If you have ever stood in a backyard wondering how to turn every square foot into actual income, you already know the math matters. The classic debate is chickens versus quail, and when you run the numbers by space, the story gets interesting fast. The space reality that changes everything. Chickens are wonderful birds, but they are not built for tight spaces. A laying hen needs about 2 to 4 square feet of coop space and another 8 to 10 square feet of run space to stay healthy. So a simple flock of 3 hens already eats up roughly 50 square feet once you count the coop and the outdoor area. Quail flip that equation. Coturnix quail are content in stacked cages or colony pens because they do not roam and they do not scratch like chickens. You can house 15 to 20 quail comfortably in a 2-foot by 4-foot cage. Stack 3 of those and you are running nearly 60 birds in an 8 square foot vertical column. That density is impossible with chickens, and it is why urban farmers, garage growers, and balcony homesteaders keep choosing quail. So per square foot, you're looking at maybe 0.06 chickens versus 7 to 8 quail. That is the starting point for the profit conversation. How fast cash starts flowing, time is money, and quail win the sprint. A chick hatched today will be laying eggs in about 6 weeks. Chickens make you wait 20 to 24 weeks before you see the first egg. That means quail can be cash positive by week 8 while chickens are still eating feed on credit for months. If you are selling eggs at farmers market prices, the difference compounds. A research comparison of small-scale enterprises showed quail operations hitting a mean net present value of $327,893 over 10 years when eggs were sold direct to consumer. Chicken systems with the same pricing came in at $188,843 with molting and $216,136 without molting. All 3 were profitable at market prices, but quail had the highest mean NPV. Egg price and volume math. Here's where people get tripped up. 1 chicken egg is roughly equal to 5 quail eggs by volume. Chicken eggs usually sell for $1 to $2 per dozen at farm gate. Quail eggs are a specialty product and move for $4 to $8 per dozen because chefs, health food buyers, and backyard picklers love them. A good Coturnix hen lays 250 to 300 eggs per year and often lays daily in her prime. So 20 quail hens can easily produce 20 eggs per day. To match that volume, you would need 4 chicken hens. But those 4 hens require at least 40 to 50 square feet of space. The 20 quail need about 3 square feet if stacked. When you translate that to revenue per square foot, the gap widens. Farmers running 50 bird quail setups report fitting the whole operation into a space smaller than a wardrobe while generating premium egg sales. Feed efficiency and operating costs, quail eat less. Each bird consumes about 20 to 25 grams of feed per day and converts it efficiently to eggs and meat. Chickens need more feed, and if you're free range, you still supplement. Lower feed per bird means your cost per square foot stays manageable even with a high density flock. Disease pressure is also lower. Quail are naturally disease resistant, and many small producers do not vaccinate at all. Less medication and lower mortality help protect margins. That said, chickens have advantages. They are easier for beginners who want broody hens to hatch chicks naturally. They also have broader meat market demand, and dressed weights of 3 to 6 pounds work for family meals. Quail dress at 4 to 6 ounces and are a niche restaurant item. Real-world profit snapshots. Small farm creators break it down simply. Quail start laying at 42 days versus 140 days for chickens. Quail eggs fetch $4 to $8 per dozen versus $1 to $2 for chicken eggs. 50 quail fit in under 1 square meter, and you can be cash positive from week 8 onward. In Kenya, one analysis showed 100 quails producing 2,000 to 2,400 eggs per month. At 30 to 50 Kenyan shillings per egg, that is 60,000 to 120,000 shillings gross monthly. With feed, water, electricity, and medication around 10,000 to 15,000 shillings. Net profit landed at 45,000 to 90,000 shillings per month. The key was market access and consistent care. Chicken margins are tighter when you sell at wholesale. One Kenyan consultant showed pure kienyeji layers costing 950 to 1250 shillings to raise to lay, but selling for only 800 shillings per bird. Profit only appeared after months of egg sales at 25 to 30 shillings each. So who wins per square foot? If your goal is maximum profit from a small footprint, quail take the lead. They mature faster, stack vertically, sell at gourmet prices, and turn feed into income in under 2 months. The trade-off is you need incubators because quail rarely go broody, and you need a market that values small, speckled eggs. Chickens win if you want simplicity, natural hatching, dual-purpose meat, and eggs for a family, and a customer base that expects standard large eggs. They also handle free ranging and forage to cut feed costs if you have the land. My take after running both: I love chickens for the homestead vibe and the way a dozen big brown eggs fills a carton, but when I had only a garage and a side yard to work with, quail changed the game. The sound is minimal, the smell is manageable, and the first time I sold a dozen tiny eggs for $6, I understood why small space farmers get excited. If you are space constrained and market savvy, start with quail. If you have room to roam and want a low-tech flock, start with chickens. Or do what a lot of us end up doing and run both. The square foot math favors quail, but the lifestyle math is personal. Whichever you choose, track your numbers, measure feed, count eggs, and know your local price. Profit per square foot is not a guess when you write it down. And once you see it on paper, you will know exactly which bird earns its keep in your setup.